Started. Okay. Hi, this is Angelina. I haven't done a video, I don't know for how long, probably years, but this video needed to be done, and I'm going to apologize in advance if I get emotional in this video, because this is the second time I've actually tried doing this video, and I got extremely emotional in the video that I did before this, which I'm not uploading. But I felt that this message was kind of important enough for me to do a video. Okay. This video is about a dentist. Okay. And I didn't realize how hurt I was until today. So this is why I've chosen to do this video today. I had to go to a dentist today, as you can see along my jawline there, that I had a toothache and I had to get my tooth removed today. But when I went to see this dentist, which is a new dentist, I got really emotional, and I didn't realize that I was carrying that feeling. Okay, and this is to do with my original dentist. I've had this dentist, I don't know, for a really long time. He was recommended to me by a work colleague years ago. And the reason why my work colleague had recommended this dentist to me is because I've had really bad experiences with dentists, even the dentists that they have in the hospital. So I had a toothache at that time, and I was really scared to go to a dentist, but I needed a dentist, so she recommended her dentist to me. And when I went to see this dentist, he did such good work where even after I had left his surgery, I wasn't in any pain, which was kind of really important for me because of the experiences I had before. However, because of that, I really trust this dentist, really trusted him. And I don't know, for legal reason, if I can give his name and address. So for that reason, I won't be giving you his name and address. All I can say is this dentist is based in Camberwell, not too far away from the old bingo hall. As I said, I've been going to this dentist for years, okay? And for about 5 years or so, I had this hole in my tooth, which I kept saying to him, I've got a hole in my tooth. And he kept telling me, there isn't a hole in your tooth. It's a hole in your gum. And I can't fill the hole in your gum. But because it's been 5 years, okay, it's my mouth. I know there's a teeth in my mouth. Okay, he hasn't extracted it, but he's claiming he's extracted a tooth, and there's a hole in my gum. How can a hole be in your gum for 5 years? Anyway, this tooth started breaking away because of the oxygen, I guess, or the air that gets into the tooth. Okay, it hasn't been painful, hasn't been causing me any pain or anything like that, but there was this hole in the tooth. But that's not the reason why I'm doing this video, okay? I would say, am I angry at this dentist? No, I'm not angry at this dentist. What I noticed today when I went to see this new dentist, because I was forced to, okay, because I haven't been to see a dentist for 3 years now. I was forced to go and see this dentist because I had this abscess in my mouth for the whole week, and I tried treating it with various things. I don't like taking antibiotics, but I had some antibiotics that was given to me by a medical doctor when I had pneumonia, which I kept hold of from last year. And so I took those because it had the same ingredients that they give you in an antibiotics for toothache. I was taking that and that wasn't helping. I mixed some natural blend of coconut oil with tea tree essential oil and clove, which I've been using to clean my teeth with. And basically trying to soak my tooth that was affected with this abscess in my mouth for quite a few days, and it wasn't going. I'm not really a good believer in taking synthetic drugs, but I was forced to because I was in such pain. I don't want this video to be too long, okay? But I want to tell you why I'm doing this video. I don't know, this looks, can't see me properly. I'm doing this video because, as I said, I was forced to go and see a dentist today who decided to extract or remove the tooth because he said the tooth was in bad condition, which is kind of my wisdom tooth. I know that through my studies, you're not really supposed to be removing your teeth and stuff like that, but he was right. It was in bad condition. It didn't need filling or anything. It was filled, but it was shaking, and this abscess just wouldn't go. Nothing I used, even things I've used for abscess before that has worked to remove this abscess, this thing just wouldn't go. So I agreed to him removing the tooth, okay? And to think about, I don't know, replacing the tooth through prayer, I guess, and see how that goes. Anyway, enough about what I'm going to be doing in the future, because this video is not about what I'm doing in the future or about me, but more about this dentist and how hurt I realized I was today when I sat in that dentist chair. In fact, the guy said to me that I was nervous. That's what he said to me. You're nervous. I wasn't nervous. I went into his office or into his, I don't know what they call the dentist room that you go into. I went into that room with a lack of trust. For any dentist, it's not, he wouldn't have been the first. Remember, I had the experience before I met my dentist that I trusted. Okay, as I said, it wasn't about the hole in my tooth that I realized that I was hurt, not angry, hurt, because I was in that dentist's chair today and I showed him what this dentist had done to me and I started crying. Okay, so if I start crying in this video, please excuse me, okay? All right, so I said to you, the dentist is based in Camberwell. That's in London, to anybody abroad. That's London, England, okay? And it's not far away from the old bingo hall. Right, so I'm not hurt by the hole in my tooth because that can be resolved. What made me distressed was For the last 5 years, I haven't really been able to smile. Sorry. Because of what this dentist did. Okay, let's move on. Okay. I had this in my front tooth, top of my front tooth, this black mark that appeared on my tooth. And I went to him and I told him, I can't smile with this black mark on my tooth. Is this because, sorry, is this because of me smoking? And he said, no. He drilled my tooth, that's my front tooth, and he put a formal filling, like a white type of filling, to blend in with my natural tooth. And that didn't last for long. It actually dropped out within the month. So I had to keep going back for him to fill this tooth. But this black mark that was on the side started expanding to the top. Now, I kept going back to him year in, year out to get this tooth filled with, to match my teeth so I can at least smile. 3 years ago, when I went to see him, the next tooth along was perfectly fine, okay, because I take care of my tooth. I floss, I oil pull, I do all kind of things for my tooth. I use the Forever, what do they call it? Forever tooth gel, okay, because it's got aloe vera and bee pollen in there, and it's really good, okay, so I use that. I don't use normal toothpaste. Don't use toothpaste with fluoride in it, and it's really good because you get rid of the plaque. And I'm not advertising, okay. It gets rid of plaque, and it also gets rid of abscess. It didn't get rid of this abscess that I had because this one was crazy. It's like the abscess was underneath the tooth. Even though I could see a bump in my mouth, I told you I took one of the strongest antibiotics that you can actually take. Something called, I can't, for legal reason, I'm not even going to put the name, but the strongest antibiotics, and that didn't move this thing, which is why the man had to remove the tooth today. Anyway, year in, year out, I was going to get this tooth that had this black thing on my tooth filled to blending with my own tooth because it's at the front of my mouth, okay? And this particular day that I went to see my dentist, I can't remember, it's 3 years ago sometime. I didn't keep a record of the last time I went, but it was 3 years ago. And here's the reason why. I used to go to this dentist literally every 6 months, get my teeth cleaned and stuff like that. I trusted this dentist so much that I would recommend my friends and my family to go to this dentist. Until 3 years ago, when I went to him to do the same thing, fill that tooth in the front of my mouth so that I could smile. And the tooth opposite it was perfectly fine. But he kept spraying this cold thing on my tooth, and I kept saying to him, what are you spraying on my tooth? And he's saying, I can't even remember what he said, to be honest, okay? But I trusted this man, so whatever he did, it was like, okay, all right? Now, the tooth on this side was perfectly fine when I left my house that morning to go to my appointment. By the time I got home, my tooth was black, like the one on that side. And then I realized he was the one who created the black thing on my tooth. So I stopped going to the dentist and I tried to treat my tooth with all sorts of natural remedies, like, as I said, oil pulling. I use coconut oil to do that, which keep your teeth strong actually, okay? I've never been able to do it more than 5 minutes. Keeping the oil pulling in your mouth for more than, I've never been able to do it. I've tried it. No, I think I did it once, 15 minutes. But it was really hard. But it's good, it keeps your teeth strong. Okay, but the reason why I'm doing this video today is because I didn't realize, how hurt that man, how that man had hurt me until today. I went to see a new dentist because of a new tooth problem, a different tooth problem that I had. And when I was telling the dentist, that the man did the stuff in my front tooth, right? This black thing in my front tooth. I'm showing it to you now. It's still not perfect, okay? But it was horrible. I couldn't smile. But the dentist I went to see today told me it's okay. He can scrape it off. And that's what he did. And he did it for free. He didn't charge me to do that, okay? Because I was in tears about what this man had done to me. I haven't been able to smile. I get like uptight when I'm taking photos because I feel awkward about smiling because of that black thing that was on my tooth. But he remedied it. The new dentist, I don't know whether I'm going to continue using this dentist, but I'm really grateful to this dentist, and he's more of a private dentist than he is an NHS dentist. His name, I'm going to tell you his name because I think he deserves advertising. His name is Dr. How do you say this man's name? Ghafoor, Ghafoor. He's based in Wandsworth Town Dental Practice in Wandsworth, in Garrett Lane. I don't know if I can give out the address, but look that up. Wandsworth Town Dental Practice. He gave me back my smile today, so I don't know. I hope I don't get any legal reaction to advertising them. But he gave me back my smile today after 5 years. For me to be able to be showing you my teeth, I haven't been able to do that for years. I normally smile like this. Look, I still can't do it because it's like, a habit of not showing my teeth. But I would want to thank Dr. Ghafoor for giving me back my smile, and I will practice smiling now. But I just thought it was important for me to come and do this video today because I did not realize how hurt I was until I sat in that Dr. Ghafoor's dental chair and was telling him about my dentist that I trusted so much, who had ruined my smile, not ruined my smile, he'd taken my smile away from me for 5 years. It could be more. I am saying 5 years, it could have been more. But I've done this video today and I'm sorry that it's so long. Be careful who you allow to advise you medically. Just be careful. Do research. That's my advice to you. Do research before you go and see any form of medical expert. You know, okay, that was my smile that he took, could have been my life. Okay. And it's a good thing that I noticed, I mean, after so many years that that man was creating harm to me, my health via my tooth, because he started doing this thing. He was doing things to my back tooth, as I told you, with a hole in my tooth that needs repairing now. And I will get that sorted eventually. But the fact that this man took my smile away, you know, and I came home and I had to pray to forgive him and to forgive myself for putting so much faith in this man. Don't put your faith in anybody. Put your faith in God. Okay? That's where I'm going to leave this video today. I'm glad that I wasn't bawling in this video, because I was bawling the one that I did before. So obviously God is helping and taking that pain away from me, because I've chosen to forgive. Always forgive people. All right? Always forgive. And always pray. I'm going to put a book, a link to a book. It's on YouTube. You don't have to go and buy the book. It's a recording on YouTube. I'll put the link to that book. It's about how to pray. I learned how to pray from this book. It's an amazing book. It's written by a guy called Dr. Joseph Murphy. An amazing book, okay? And the prayers in this book truly do work, you know, and even in the book it's slightly explained to you section of the Bible and what the meaning of those things in the Bible are, you know. So always pray and always forgive. It's good to forgive. Okay? This is obviously working for me. Okay? Being, you know, okay, when I came, I did a mirror thing, telling God that I forgave this man. So maybe that's why I haven't been bawling in this video. Thank you for listening to me. Have a great day. Mwah.